Hello, everyone. Um, I hope all of you are doing well. So today we will be discussing about XML. Um, so what we know about XML? This is a extensible markup language. So generally, it's used for storing and transporting data, and you can say that it's machine readable as well as human readable. For that, if we see an XML file, you can easily understand what the content is, and you can just read it from here, and you will be able to understand this. So it's not that difficult for a human to understand it. And we can say that XML is very much restricted in terms that each and every element here is case sensitive, and also the contents of the elements, if we put extra white space into it, it will remain there. All right, so if we see here this XML, um, we can understand what a XML consists of. Okay, this the XML version here and the encoding here describes uh, in which, I mean, what will be its encoding, right? We can see it. So say Tove is trying to send information to Jani. Okay, he writes down this code, and I mean he writes down which with this code being reaching to uh, Jani's device. This will first get encoded. So as is give this specified here as UTF-8, it will get converted to UTF-8 format. Okay, so we have here the root element. So it has this root element, which is like a parent container holding everything inside it, and it's being. Do you see this being closed? The root tag has been closed over here. So every time an element is opened, it will be closed. And also, we can see the other contents of it. Say these are the other elements here, which consist of the sender, the receiver, the header, and the body. So this is the message. And once this message is received by Jani, it will be visible to Jani in this format. So now, if we try to see how this message is getting converted, we can follow this diagram here. Okay, so first, the message is getting encoded into 0 and 1. Okay, it's getting encoded into 0 and 1, which is something that the machine understands. So after getting encoded, it will be getting enveloped via HTTP request. Okay, as application doesn't, it can be just thrown into the while just like that. Okay, um, inside. So it's the XML is placed inside this HTTP request, and like to understand what kind of information is inside this, a header will be present. Okay, and it will give the details of like as I told, what type of information does this content consist of. Now, this being a huge file cannot be directly sent, so it's being broken down into smaller packets, okay, which will have their own like sequence of numbers, which resembles in the word order they will be arriving. So here, if you see, it will be having sequence as packet 1, packet 2, packet 3, and so on. So these packets are then sent to the internet. I mean, these packets will be handed down to the device hardware. So it can be the Wi-Fi. Um, the zeros and ones will now be getting converted into radio wave, and it will be beamed to the local router or the cell tower here. Um, from here, they enter the underground and underseas fiber network cables, and this is traveling as pulses of laser light at nearly the speed of light until they reach the applicant's data center. So what happens after that? Uh, the message that was broken down into packets will now be rebuilt. Okay, and this Tove's application uses a XML phaser to read the structure. It stripes away. So basically, what will happen? It will stripe away all these elements, right? To, from, header, the closing header, the body, all of these things will be removed, and the message that the receiver will see will be the actual message, which like the which Jani wanted to share. So if you want to see, this will be a message that will be visible to Tove. And this is how XML works. And this is what the content of our XML is. I hope you like this video. Kindly leave your comment. And thank you so much for viewing this. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you so much.